I know, I'm gonna miss you too. Of course I want to go with you. I know. Oh, hey everybody. Adam here with you, and today we're talking about Tamron's brand new 28 to 75 millimeter f2.8 lens for Sony full frame mirrorless. I love this lens. This is Straight Talk on Photography. Why do I love Tamron's brand new, their first actually, lens ever for Sony full frame mirrorless cameras? I'm going to take a quick look at it and tell you why I think you're going to like it too. First thing right out of the box, I was glad to see it was not as big as I thought it was going to be. From the pictures I saw on Tamron's site, it looked a lot longer than it actually was. Tamron lists the 28 to 75 millimeter as being about 4.6 inches long by about 2.8 inches across. That's about 118 by 73 millimeters, which makes it not that much bigger than the estimable 24 to 70 millimeter f4 Sony Vario Tessar that I actually love, one of my workhorse lenses. Now both of these have the same filter sizes, 67 millimeter, which makes the Sony the same diameter as the Tamron, but it beats it out in length, coming in about 3 3/4 inches long. And the weight, this is a very light lens. This is a very light lens, but the Sony beats out the Tamron just a little bit, coming in about 15.1 ounces or about 426 grams when compared to the 550 grams or 1.2 pounds, a little over 16 ounces for the Tamron. Still, the Tamron, very light, very compact for what it is. The overall build of the Tamron is excellent, as have been most of the new Tamron lenses I have tested. It does have a little bit of a plasticky feel, not in a completely bad way, but it is not overly heavy in the hand either. Overall though, it's very heavy duty, and I don't think this would have any problems handling a lot of field work. Let's talk about the sharpness. Sharpness is absolutely great. Corner to corner, it is excellent. Even at 2.8, chromatic aberrations were very low. Distortion was a little bit evident when you zoom out to 28 millimeters, but it was not bad at all. I know, speaking of millimeters, I'm going to mention that this is also, even though it's a full frame lens, this will also fit on your other E-mount Sony cameras like your A6300, A5000, that kind of camera, but it does have a 1.5 crop factor, which will make it 42 by 112 millimeters. Something I do want to address about the 28 to 75 millimeter. It was released back in, I think, March of 2018, and there were a lot of reported problems with the autofocus, especially when it came to AF in video. I'm happy to say that with the firmware 2 release, all of those issues have been resolved, and I didn't run into any problems using the 28 to 75 millimeter for video. So I have to give Tamron props for getting that firmware out there very soon so everybody can fix their AF problems. Overall, I hate to send this puppy back. I really love it, especially for Tamron's first outing into the full frame mirrorless lens market. As you know, there didn't used to be a lot of third-party lens options. When I switched over to Sony full frame, there literally were not any lenses out there other than the Sony brand, and they were not cheap. But now there are a lot more lens choices to choose from, and those prices keep going down. Right now, the Tamron 78 to 75 millimeter f2.8 comes in for under $800 right now on Amazon, making it an absolute steal if you're looking for a mid-range telephoto with that nice wide f2.8 aperture. All right, folks, that has been it for Tamron's brand new 28 to 75 millimeter f2.8 lens for Sony full frame mirrorless. To be honest with you, I really hate to send this sucker back, but I'm about to do that. It's been great shooting with it, and thank you for joining me here on another episode of Straight Talk on Photography. I'm Adam, and I'll see you next time. Like, I really hate to send this back.